Habada badada badidadum bada. Habadadum bada bum. Habadadadadum bada bum bum. Habada badum bada bum. Habada badum bada bum. Habada beedum bada. Am I live? Yes, I am. Okay. Probably about time I stop humming and start getting this ball rolling. Am I right? Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGuard01, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I am very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of any newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience. Pardon me one moment, there is one more thing I need to fix. I forgot to fill my water before I got going. Silly me. No, that's not a complete refill, darn it. But it will do for the time being. So yes, hello and welcome, travelers of the internet. Hope everybody is having a good day or night. Hello. Or if you're not, then hey, hope the stream makes your day a little bit better. Last session, you guys may remember, if you saw it, we got ourselves a whole boatload of Allays after having traveled in the session before that all the way to a woodland mansion, and my goodness, I think it paid off big time. Look at all this loot. Look at all this stuff we found on the way out there. On our way out there and at the mansion, we found a ton of stuff, and there's still more. There's still more. We found some gems. We found some, we got some emeralds. I think we got a little bit of iron. We got a couple of diamonds. We got some armor trims. We now have 4 Vex armor trims, 8 Dune armor trims. We have gotten a good amount of stuff. We also, however, there is something I want you guys to see, in case you didn't see it last time. We picked up a glitched item. Say hello to the enchanted golden apple. Enchanted with efficiency 1. Isn't that crazy? We picked that up in the Woodland Mansion last session, and I honestly just can't believe that we found something like that. That is insane. Finding something like that, that's practically a 1 in a million chance. But now that we're home with our Allays and all of our goodies, the time has come to do some work around the base for a little while. We've got some farms that need upkeep. We've got Allays that need to be put in place to be able to be of help to us. Because yes, I'm going to have a couple of these guys roaming around with me, or at least 1 or 2 roaming around with me at all times. But we really need to get a couple of these guys set up at the stables for each of the stalls. Why do I say that? Because it would make sense to have the Allays leashed into the pens and able to give us the items that are produced by all the mobs whenever we pass by. So if, say, the chickens, like this, if the chickens happen to be producing eggs, the Allay will scoop it up, hold on to it, and then give it to us once we pass by. That would be the idea. And I think it's a good idea. And I want to set that in motion. So we are going to get out the egg types. We're going to get out scutes, because I know we can get scutes from the armadillos without any risk of them dying. And we're going to give some of these Allays a few of these items. So got a armadillo scute. Give it to that guy. Oh, oh, there he goes. He's off to the races, picking up new scutes. Good, Allay. Good, Allay. You get to live here. Yeah, little guy gets to stay here and hang out with the armadillos and the camels. Don't worry, he'll be happy here. He's got friends. He's got friends. Alright, next up we want to get the cow situation taken care of. So what I want to do there, yeah, give me that. You take a piece of leather. Good boy. You give me that. I give you meat. I'm going to leash you and leash you, and we're going to put you two in the cow pen. See? Simple. And that way we've got a passive, we've got our little Allay friends passively giving us those items whenever we pass by. I know that chest is very disorganized. I'll fix it later. There's a lot of storage sorting that's going to end up having to go on at some point. But we'll get to that at a later date. Might be that I need to set up a base in some region that can have mass storage of some kind, but I'll worry about that another time. Alright, so the eggs are next. Next I want to get the eggs. The chicken eggs. So you give me that crafting table. You get a brown egg. You get a classic egg. And then you look like you could use a new item. I'll give you the blue egg. And if we come over here, the Allays, yep, they follow us. Good Allays. Now, I want to leash the guy with the blue egg. I want to leash... Where's the other guys? The other eggs. The guy with the egg. Come on, the guy with the egg. Good. And where is Mr. Brown Egg? Mr. Brown Egg. Oh, Mr. Brown Egg, where do you be? Is that the brown egg? No, that's an arrow. I know I gave a guy a brown egg. Where is he? There he is. There's Mr. Brown Egg. Alright, come with me, little dudes. Hey there, Ryan. Good to see you, my dude. Thank you for posting the rules, my friend. Appreciate it. Alright, so these little guys will be scooping up those items. Why? Okay, I guess I gotta tie you off there. Part of the beauty of having a bunch of Allays, you can set them up for automatic item collection, if you are of the mind. And with the way we built the stables, they can't get away, so we're good. We're good. I'm not going to bother putting Allays in with the sheep, because I'm not going to be harvesting wool from here. I'm going to be moving the sheep into a machine that can passively shear them, so that if I need wool, I can just go to that machine and let it do its thing, let it passively work. But I want to see something. Can these little guys... Do these little guys actually pick stuff up? I think he wants to. I think they want to, but they can't reach. Okay, so what if I... Okay, so if I get anywhere within range, and they've got items to give... There we go. Okay, so it does take them a second to kick in, and then they rush to get the item and bring it to me. That's good. That's kind of what I was hoping they would do. That's how I was kind of hoping it would work. Gonna need to set up one of these guys with sugarcane, because I know I'm gonna be harvesting a lot of sugarcane. So you stop collecting arrows, start getting sugarcane. Oh, that is such a cute sound. I keep forgetting how adorable these guys sound. How pretty the sounds they make are. See, when you can make them useful, they are extremely helpful. That little guy scoop it up. He's doing a darn good job. He's picking up a lot of sugarcane. And being very musical at the same time. Good Allay. I like that. That's part of what I like about the Allays. They can be very musical. Oh, we've still got a guy that's collecting arrows. Okay. Cool. I had a feeling there'd be some eggs to pick up. And he scoots. Yep, there we go. I'll probably end up setting up a chest specifically for picking up items or putting away items that those little guys toss my way. Because that's cool. That's cool. Clock repairs? Are we talking in-game clocks? Are we talking some kind of in-game clocks, Ryan? Or are we talking about a real life clock? Because either way, that's fascinating. IRL. Okay. I wondered. I was just making sure. I didn't want to be assuming that it was one when it would turn out to be the other, you know? Now, hopefully, these guys will all stay on their leads, so that we'll be able to get the items we need. I'm not really planning on farming the pigs here. I mean, except for one. I'll take one. At some point, we're going to end up getting we're going to end up breeding all the pigs. All the pigs, the cows. We're going to take new copies of each pig. I say copies, but I think you know what I mean. We're going to take a new set of cows, pigs, chickens for each kind. We're going to put them in some kind of machine, and we're going to use whatever methods we can to farm them so that we can have that going, like, passively. But the cows are a different thing. You're at Big Ben? Oh, cool. Cool. Look at that. Still more of these to put away. Good grief. Well, we'll definitely be able to get lots of eggs. Clock repairs at Big Ben. Nice. I think I want to tie off little Arrow Man right about here. That way he's got room to move around and he can pick up any arrows that strays drop by the porch, or most of them. One way or another, I've got to find purposes for these Allays so that most of them can be put away, so to speak. I don't want them all just here in my reach, you know? I want most of them to be put away where I know they're safe, but they're going to be useful. Do you have anything to sell to me that is worth a darn? No? Okay then. Little dummy. There's still a lot of things I wish would be a little different with the Allays. Namely, I still wish that we were able to outright make them pets, you know? I want that little guy to collect coal, because I'm probably going to have him and the scaffolding guy travel with me, and when I'm traveling, I definitely want to be able to pick up more coal. Iron door. Iron door. I might bring you along too, actually. There we go. Lead, scaffolding, and coal. Those are the ones that I will bring with me, most likely. That way I can have them along for the ride. You know what? Hang on. Give me a bone. Give me a bone. I want to bring you outside. Might need to set up a couple of different guys for sugarcane and tether them in that area, just so that they're being useful and they're not following me around all the time. I don't need all my Allays following me around constantly. How did I know I was going to find a piece of sugarcane in there? Hey, Awesome Plays! Welcome back to the channel, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did I get both the sugarcane guys over here? Yep, there they are. Alright, I'm thinking I might be able to get away with having one of the little guys tethered right about here. So where is... There's one sugarcane buddy. There's the other sugarcane buddy. Alright, so like 4 rows, so 8 rows between the two. 5, 6, 7, 8. Assuming that he can cover that much distance. Yep, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm making it so that when I harvest this field, the Allays will pick up the sugarcane for me. It's the easiest way to make it so that I can get it all without having to waste my time doing it, you know? Maybe I need more of these sugarcane collectors spread further apart. Or closer together. Yeah, at some point I'll probably make a redstone-based sugarcane farm, but for now this is a simple solution. Right, where's one of my sugarcane buddies? What do you have? That's a sapling. Okay. Sugarcane, sugarcane. I'm gonna tie you up here. Where's the other sugarcane buddy? There you are. Tie you off there. No, that's not Story Master, Ryan. That's Awesome Please, I think. Yeah, redstone farms are super easy. I don't know, Awesome Place. I don't know at this point. If you haven't been here in a long time, then I can't say for sure. Right, you had obsidian, now you shall have sugarcane. And you shall join your brethren collecting sugarcane. Now we need one more to do sugarcane. Who do I want to be temporarily without? You know what? The sticks. I don't really need to be worrying about sticks as much as the other stuff, so... Hey, come down here. Come down here. There you go. Come on. And that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4 that are still following me around right now. 1 for leads, 1 for coal, 1 for scaffolding, and 1 for spruce saplings. Kind of varies, Awesome Plays, but usually in the afternoon and evening, running off the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Beyond that, I couldn't give you any kind of specifics. My schedule is kinda loosey-goosey at the moment, kinda flip-flopped. Not exactly set in stone right now. Part of me says, why don't I grab an Allay and make him do snowballs, but I'm not gonna be in this biome all the time, so there's not really any point for that. Alright. Mathematics? It fascinates. It can fascinate me, but... well, with how it can be applied to things. But, I'll admit, not very good at the advanced mathematics. Go so far into mathematics and you lose me. But I have the utmost respect for the people that are good at it. Grab those bits. You just summed up mathematics completely accurately right there, Awesome Plays. You really did. I think little dude got himself stuck. Let's see if we can help him motivate to get unstuck. What the? Okay. This is the one thing. The game is starting to get a little laggier now. Until the day I've got enough time and resources to do a whole bunch of redstone stuff, this is the simple solution. I am seeing there's a chance of these little guys getting themselves stuck in the wrong space, but honestly, that's not too big of a deal. Yeah, exactly. Hoppers can be expensive, especially when you're doing a lot of work with minecart rails. Because then you need that iron for the hopper, or not for hoppers, but for the rails and for minecarts. When you're doing a big project with minecart rails, you need iron for the rails. You can't really afford to spare it for the sake of hoppers. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there, Awesome Plays. Might be you were a troublemaker once upon a time. I will say that if people are causing too much trouble on the channel in the chat, then there is a chance of them getting booted. So that might be what happened. Just a fair warning. It could be that's what happened here. Okay. I want to see, can they keep up with us if we're riding the minecart rail? It looks like they can kind of keep up to an extent. Oh my gosh, look at this little one with the scaffolding. He is just racing to keep up. Good little dude. Oh, absolutely, Ryan. It's alright, Awesome Plays. As long as you have learned your lesson and don't cause trouble anymore, you are more than welcome to hang out in the chat with us. So, Ryan has a world that is basically him rebuilding London as close as he can within Minecraft. It's pretty cool. That would be kind of cool, but also kind of frightening, honestly, if Allays could be corrupted like that. Although I have said repeatedly that I wish they could become fighters for you. Like, if you gave them a sword, they could use it to battle on your behalf. But chances of that ever being implemented are slim to none. Hello, hello, hello again to you too, Leo. Yep, we found Allays during the last session. Went into a woodland mansion, looted the place, got a Totem of Undying, and got a whole bunch of Allays. We've got a few hanging out back at base at the moment, ready to scoop up sugarcane from our farm, as well as help with gathering items from the animals that passively drop things, like scutes from armadillos, the different kinds of eggs from our chickens. Simple stuff, really. Right now, I'm kind of stress testing the flight capabilities of our Allays. The few that were still following us, most of them have fallen behind, but this little dude here is set and determined to try to keep up. I'm actually kind of rooting for him. Proud of him. Uh-oh. He fell behind. I think I know why, though. I think he fell behind because he was going to pick up scaffolding. Dutiful little fellow. Very dutiful. That's a good Allay right there. Determined to complete his task. Now that being said, I'm going to take a nap. No, I'm not. Because there are monsters nearby. How wonderful. As if I didn't know there would be monsters nearby when I'm out in the open in the middle of the freaking night. Oh, this is the lead collector. I thought it was the scaffolding guy. Eh. Right, let's run along the rail for a minute. So, clearly if we want to transport our Allays with us, we have to put them in minecarts to send ahead of us, or with us. That way, they don't just fall behind. Because clearly they can't keep up with the minecart forever. Eventually they get to be too slow and can't keep up. It's a sad, sad thing, but not exactly unexpected. I kind of figured it would be like that. I just wanted confirmation either way of if they could keep up with a minecart. Because if they could, that would have been way more convenient for me. But clearly, they cannot. I'm doing pretty good, Ryan. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it, my dude. I really, really do. So, yeah, we're going to make our way back. We might go on foot so that we make sure that any Allays that got spread out can catch up to us. Actually, nah, we're gonna ride the rails. Come on, little dude. Catch up. Yeah, he is set and determined to keep up if he can. That's something I like about the Allays. They are determined to follow you no matter where you go. Well, he's falling behind. Sure, Ryan. At some point, we'll probably have a look at London on my stream. I would be happy to do that. Assuming that's what you mean. There's a little scaffold collector. A little scaffolding dude. Yeah, I think we'll go the rest of the way on foot. Definitely gonna have to transport some Allays to the desert so that I can have some there. I think that's one of the things I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to make sure that I transport Allays to each base region so that I can have at least one Allay there to duplicate into more Allays. That way, if I end up wanting to have multiple Allays in an area for different farms or different ventures, I know that I'll have them there waiting for me whenever I go from point A to point B. So, another good reason to try to finish up the Grand Gyros Railway at some point. Which, no, it is not complete. It is operational, but there's only one line, which is not enough. Now that we have the one line set up, though, we can use it as our means of getting to the desert, traveling from Snowdrift to Sandstorm Station, and once we're at Sandstorm, we can start building up a base in that area, farming whatever we need, and go to the Badlands to get more gold. We can set up a strip mine in the Badlands. If not, set up another station out in the Badlands to connect to the line and be able to, well, be able to get our, gold mining operation going. Because we can get gold in any biome at a certain Y level, but the Badlands, as we found out in one of our previous sessions, is the absolute GOAT when it comes to getting, gold. See, look at all the minecarts. I think I'll go ahead and put one in a cart and send him on his way, now that I think about it, so that we know we've got one headed out. I'm just gonna wait and see who takes it, if anybody. There they are. Can you even put an Allay in a minecart? It's weird that I now have to ask that question, but I actually don't know if they'll go in minecarts. I'd be surprised if they wouldn't, but I just don't know. I don't know if they will ride in a minecart or not. If they can't ride in a minecart, then we have a problem. How am I going to transport them if they won't ride in a minecart? There they are. I mean, I'd be amazed if they can't get in a minecart. But I also wouldn't be too surprised. It's already that late for you, Ryan? Oh no, yeah, that checks out. Come on, can one of you little guys get in the minecart, please? I need just one of you to go into the minecart. Whoops! I wasn't trying to take that away from him. Crud, how do I get him off the lead now? I have to tie him off, don't I? I've got to tie him off and then I can get him off of it. Crud, do I have any... I do. I've got spruce fences right here. There we go. Okay. So plan A didn't work. See that one for... Okay, there we go. There we go. We got one in the cart. One of them went in the cart. Good. Good. I can set it up so he'll run ahead of me when I do make my next trip to the desert, and then... Oh, come on. Come on. Ah, it's a little coal dude. That's actually fitting. That would imply mining, and that's the main thing that we'll go to the desert for, is prepping a gold mine in the Badlands. Alright, these other ones can just follow me. Alright, so I gotta think. When we go to do the tunnels of the Grand Gyros Railway, so that we can put in the iceboat highway on the roof, we're going to need something. I don't know what. Oh crud! He can't reach. That little one can't reach it. We need one more sugarcane collector. It's kinda how I figured it was gonna go. I kinda had a feeling we were gonna need another one. And the game lags up. Come on, man. Alright, so now we should have plenty of Allays working on the sugarcane. Cool. We're gonna go jump in bed, and I think we're going to travel over to the desert to put that one Allay on a leash over there. Because we've got to make sure we've got at least one Allay at every base ready to be cloned for future use. think the rest of my leads are all in my ender chest. I think I just put them there. I don't know that for sure, though. That is just so cool. When you get a whole boatload of Allays, one of the smartest things to do, I think, is put some of them to use, collecting from anything that's passive. So, chickens passively lay eggs. You set up a dude to be able to collect each kind of egg. Away we go, little dude. Away we go. Oh, he's looking at me. He's looking at me. That's kind of funny. It's kind of cool. Away we go, away we ride, to another place where we may abide. I love music. You know what? I love music. Oh, there once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The wind blew up her, bite him down below, my bully boys below. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on our away whale aboard. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take the whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Da 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 da. Away we ride, from one place to another land, with other mobs to bother. Oh dang. Little scaffolding dude is really putting in the effort to keep up. That's cute. That's cool. Cute and adorable. I might just tie him up at the desert station too. That way we got 2 over there. I mean, we don't necessarily need 2, but not as if it wouldn't be good to have 2 already over there. Kind of want to just watch this little guy keep up with us. I mean, we got the little guy secure in his minecart up ahead of us. Might as well watch this other guy follow along behind us. Uh-oh. Okay. When I'm traveling backwards and part of the world that I see passing me isn't loading, that's a hint concerning. That's a bit concerning. Oh, dilla 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 dilla. I wonder, would he have been able to keep up if I had put him on a lead? Would he still be able to keep up with me in my minecart? If I jumped out, put him on a lead, and then jumped back in the minecart and took off? Or would the speed be so much that he would get left behind and the lead would break? I almost want to find out. In fact, I do want to find out. We're going to let the one in the cart race ahead a little bit. I'm going to put this one on a lead. Come here. No, don't fly away. Come here. And we're going to take a gradual lift off, and we're going to see. Well, would you look at that? He's kind of keeping up. It's kind of working. And even if the lead breaks, he's going to try his hardest to catch up. I think this may work. He might be good just having him on a lead. Unless he gets caught on a ledge. If he gets caught on a ledge, then the lead's going to break and he's going to have to work to catch up. Which is sad, because not all the tunnels up ahead are fully 3x3. Not all of them are fully dug out yet. Some of them are not finished. But he is being pulled along real smooth. That's actually really, really cool. I am glad to see that. I'm really happy to see that. That is awesome. Oh, he's adjusting his flight. Did you see that? He pretty much adjusted his flight pattern to compensate for the lower ceiling. I mean, he's a smart little dude. He's gonna have to do that big time, though, because we're hitting the area up ahead where it's definitely gonna be a lower ceiling, I think. Still, the fact that he's kept up so far is awesome. Yeah, I think he kind of compensated for a lower ceiling a minute ago, and now I don't think he's going to get caught on the ceiling. I think he's going to be able to keep coming. I sure hope so. It'd be nice to have 2 Allays at Sandstorm Station already waiting for me. I almost feel like I'm flying a kite in Minecraft right now. Because the little guy is just floating. Just floating, riding the momentum of our pull from the minecart through the lead. It's pretty insane. I would still rather rely on minecarts than leads for transporting even the Allays, though. That way we know for sure that they're not going to be at risk of getting left behind, you know? That village looks so cool. So picturesque with the way it's spread out along that cliffside. Definitely need to set up some kind of station near here and some kind of base that I can use as a means of visiting that village. Have this as a nice open plains with an awesome river cutting through it, admittedly. I'm not sure what you're saying, Ryan. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what you're saying there. Oh! Okay, it hit its breaking point. The game lagged out and threw us back a ways. Here's the lead. That's where the lead broke off. Come here, little guy. Alright, so if there's a lag spike, then we run the risk of losing our Allay. Well, I'm not sure about today, Ryan, but most definitely at some point we will talk and figure out a time when we can do a session where I will include showing your London world. I would be happy to have a look at the London world and have it on my stream. I think. Wait a minute. I may not be able to, come to think of it. Crud. Yeah, I don't know if I can. At the very least, I definitely can't with my current machine. I don't think my machines can handle doing it. Oh, man. It just occurred to me what my devices are. I don't know if my devices are powerful enough to handle... One device can't do multiplayer. And the other device, unfortunately, I don't know if it would be able to handle RTX and all that. Well, you can turn that off? Okay, then, yeah, we will talk, and we will see if we can't arrange a time when we will be able to showcase your world on my channel. Run around the world and check it out. I would be happy to do that. You can fly around London and quiz you on locations. See if you can tell us a little bit about it. Our little friend up ahead is still riding strong. We got this little guy back on the lead. That's cool. It does kind of annoy me that I'm gonna have to make sure What's annoying me right now is I may not be able to do anything about the lag on this machine. That's the one and only thing about this machine that is bugging me, is it's been getting laggy. Minecraft has become laggy on this machine, and I don't know how to fix it. Crud, I was trying to place another torch there. Well, transfer over to computer. Do you mean, like, move the stream over to computer? Unfortunately, with the way things are set up, I would have to disconnect this session and start a brand new one over on the computer. That would be the sad thing. With the way this world is, as for transferring this world, I've actually been thinking on that, and I'm not even sure if I can transfer this world to computer with the way things are set up right now. Which, if you're wondering why, you can thank PlayStation Plus for that. The fact that it is required to do anything multiplayer. Anything multiplayer that doesn't have someone, like, just grabbing a second controller and plopping down in the seat next to me is completely blocked off by PlayStation Plus. And yeah, that is pricey. PlayStation Plus has become very, very pricey. At the moment, it's unfeasible to get it. Which is to say, it's not exactly possible right now. And so I'm not sure if I can have a world copied over to Realms from my PlayStation without getting Plus. If all I needed to transfer the world was to get a realm, I would not be against doing that at least long enough to be able to do the transfer. But if it requires Plus to move the world over to Realms, then it's a moot point. And one that isn't going to get anywhere. Alright, you two. You get to hang out here for a time. I completely forgot that I set this up so that I could move all the animals from point A to point B during one of our previous sessions. I'm glad I did that. It made that trip super easy. But I'd honestly forgotten all about it. I want to test something. If I flick the lever now, that line doesn't get turned on. Okay, cool. Well, time to send ourselves back to Snowdrift. Back to Winter Harbor. Oh, that's a thought. That is a thought. I gotta keep that idea for later. I'd set an idea go through my head that I need to definitely hold on to for a later date, because it might be something that I can make good use of. Zomba, ba-da-dum, ba-dum. Whee! Riding along, headed back to Winter Harbor, that's where we're headed. Gonna go to Winter Harbor, gonna get settled in for a spell. That's what we are gonna do. I think. I think next session we need to go looking for some amethyst geode action at our mine, at our main mine. If possible. I don't know. May or may not be doing that. Oh, you are, Ryan? Westminster Abbey, the Tower Big Band, the rosy red cheeks of the little children. That's all that just went through my head. A classic song about England. England swings like a pendulum do. Bobbies on bicycles 2 by 2. And then the part that I just sang a minute ago. I like that song. I do. I like that song. Ring bum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da 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 dum ba da da dum bum ba da dum ba dum bum. Come with me, come and see. Come with me, come and see what there is to see. It is the world of Gyros. Come along, sing the song, come and let's go see what there is to see in this wide world. Come with me, let me be your guide. Come with me, let me be your bard. I will show everything that I can. And I don't know how else to continue that tune. Dagnabbit. Oh well. We're headed for home. We're headed for home. Yep. I was seriously longing to sing that, Ryan.
Sure, absolutely.
Hey, what the? Who was that? Stinking watched, thought it, decided to act like it heard. I don't know what in the world that was all about. I wasn't pushing the button or anything, it just acted like I was. That was weird. Yeah. At the very least, it wanted to run its mouth. Or speaker, its virtual mouth. You know what I mean. Half the time I feel like those things are just constantly listening, just waiting for you to say anything that sounds remotely like their name, and then start running their mouth. Or sounding off their speaker. Doesn't have the same ring as running the mouth, does it? Sound in the speaker, running the mouth. It fits in terms of terminology, technology, and what it actually is, but it doesn't roll out of the tongue. It doesn't roll out the tongue out of the mouth the same way. It's running the mouth, running your mouth, running the mouth. That feels more natural to say. But yeah, I think you can guess what song I really wanted to sing there. It's a song that's been around for a while. Unfortunately, a newer version has been made, and I would be worried that I'd get pinged, so to speak, over that. So, that's the thing. I get worried sometimes that if I sing something that's newer and is in a lot of stuff, or is in something that a lot of people are going to be seeing, that might get me pinged, and I don't want that. It's a kind of a ping that I don't want. I don't want to receive it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear anything about me being pinged for something that I would do just because I would enjoy it. The whole point in this channel is to share my experience with something that I really, really enjoy, which is gaming, Minecraft, and to have fun talking with other people that enjoy the same kind of stuff. And, of course, I'm gonna sing because I enjoy doing that. And for some reason, you guys act like I'm good at it. I don't see it, but you guys seem to like it. So, I'm gonna sing. Because I love to sing about a moon and a June and spring. Oh, I love to sing about a sky of blue and a tea for two. Yeah, I love to sing. unfortunately, I don't think YouTube likes me singing songs that certain companies have a hold on. So, unfortunately, I am very limited in what I can actually get away with singing. Otherwise, I'd be belting out some classic songs from old movies that I love. Certain particular movies, for sure, would have songs in them that I would be belting out because I enjoy them so much. And can I be blamed that those are the songs that I know best? Hey, funny thought. Is it weird to anybody how in those movies, if you know what kind I'm talking about, the villains keep having some of the catchiest, most memorable songs? Anybody thought about that? Has anybody else found that weird? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's kind of weird how the villains almost always seem to have, or whoever is in a villain role at the time, seem to have the best darn songs. I mean, just the other day, just one of the last couple of sessions, there was some chatter going on about Lion King, and I mentioned the song Be Prepared. That song was practically half my repertoire when I would sing for fun as a kid. Because it was such a dang good song. But it's a villain song. What is up with that? That's just a prime example. There are other tunes that are freaking good, that are villain songs, or songs sung by someone who is in the villain's role. Consider Beauty and the Beast and the song for Gaston. Both versions. I mean, the more recent version is honestly the one that I listen to the most because it sounds awesome, and it flows a little more smoothly from my mind. And let's be honest, the squeaky voice of the guy that sang it in the first version was a little irritating after a while. But still, at the same time, both versions just go hard. The song is really good, but it's a villain's song. What is up with it? What is up with that? I know this seems like a random topic for a gaming channel, but come on. What am I going to talk about up here? What am I going to talk about up here while I'm riding the rails between one part of the world and another? Nobody's brought up any kind of gaming stuff. But actually, now that I think on it, in regards to villain songs... Hey there, Payton! Hey man, glad you could make it to the stream, dude! Speaking further on villain songs for just a moment, let us think about gaming and the villainous songs that we hear in that. The boss battle themes. You can't tell me there isn't at least one boss battle theme that you've heard that goes hard as heck and is awesome as all get out. I can name you at least 5 games with boss battle music that is absolutely fire, as they say. Number 1 that comes to mind, Super Mario Galaxy. whenever you face off with Bowser in the Super Mario Galaxy game, both of them, the boss music is fire. It is incredible. The orchestration, the harmony of the operatic singers bound into the song, absolutely incredible. It sounds awesome. Final Fantasy games, yes. In particular, I would bring to your attention the tune of most incredible legend, One-Winged Angel. Does that song not just... that song is incredible. They knew what they were doing with that one. They knew what they were doing, and they did it good. And in general, Final Fantasy seems to have some really, really good music. I will say that. So Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy series, particularly for me, Final Fantasy VII, that gets a solid place in the top 5 games with incredible boss battle music. Another game in the line that gets credit for having incredible boss battle music would be one of my all-time favorites, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. Yeah, I know, another Mario game, but listen to the music from the original or the remake. Listen to the boss battle themes. They are epic. I mean, the music from that game is just epic in general, but then the whole game is epic. It may not be on par, as some might think, with some games. Some people might think other games are better in terms of epicness. And I say, to each their own. But considering that game was like half my childhood at one point, yeah. I think I can afford to be a little biased. I think I'm a little bit biased for the sake of that game, and I think I am well within my right to be a little biased about it. The third game that comes to mind, there are actually 2 games that would tie for this position for me in terms of having killer boss battle music. Specifically because of the final bosses. What in the world is going on with the game? What is going on with the game? Why? Houston? I think we have a problem. What in the world is going on? What is happening to the world? What is happening to the game? The minecart just stopped. It won't move. It won't break. What the? Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the? Okay. See, that is why I have been considering trying to find a way to move this world off of PlayStation, because it feels like the PlayStation version in particular of Minecraft is suffering somehow. I don't know if it's specifically PlayStation, I don't know if it's all of Bedrock, but the lag issues have been growing. It is growing. I don't know if it's specifically PlayStation, specifically my PlayStation, which that scares the everything out of me, because this is a really, really good system, and I wouldn't want it to be having that kind of problem. Or just Bedrock Edition as a whole is having an issue. But you guys saw how bad that was just now. That is scary. I don't want to lose this world, or any of the others. I've got a handful of worlds on here still that I need to double check and make sure have been copied off of this machine in case of something ever happening. I don't think anything would ever happen to it, but Do I want to take the chance? Absolutely not. Just the thought that there might be something wrong with the machine scares me to no end. And I just hope, like crazy, that that's not the situation. That it's just a matter of something being wrong with Minecraft. Whether it be this version of the game, or the whole of Bedrock. Honestly, I'm not sure what else I was gonna do with the session. That scared me that bad. I don't know what else I was gonna do with the session anymore. It spooked me that bad what just happened. It's never been that bad. We've frozen up for a second, or several seconds. We have seen lag spikes cause all the mobs to freeze. I have never had it lag out the way that it did a minute ago. And I don't need to tell you about it. You guys saw it. I don't know. This might just be a thing where they're not ironing out the bugs as much right now, because they keep working on the new content. Or there might be something else going on. I do not know. But that scares me. That scared me just now. So I'm definitely going to have to look into ways to get this world copied off of here and backed up onto another machine. That way I know I've got this world safe. Lack of people. It could be a lack of people working on the bugs and stuff. Maybe I don't know if that's what you're saying, Paynin, but a lack of people could explain any number of reasons for why there are so many bugs going on lately. Why the game seems to be becoming a laggier and laggier mess over time. Because you can't tell me that it's not, after what you just saw happen to me. Maybe I really don't want to have to do that, but I might. I will say that I played other games on this machine before and never seen that kind of problem happen with them. It's only... My machine has never had a problem like that with any other game before. So I'm really thinking that it's mainly it's either a problem with Minecraft or a problem with... I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wow, they did? I didn't know about that. But that would kind of explain, potentially, part of why we have so many problems with Bedrock these days. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, Payne. It's a shame that something like that would happen. I hope the people that got laid off can get work. No worries, dinos, no worries. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You being here at all is good enough, my friend. We had a major lag spike a minute ago, to the point that I was on my minecart railway, headed to this area. I froze. The game froze for a second, and then I tried to move around. Minecart wouldn't go anywhere. I hopped out of the minecart, I tried to brake the minecart, ran around a little bit, tried to brake the minecart again, and nothing was happening. And then finally, the minecart started moving again when I wasn't in it, and yeah, it was weird. And it was going on for like 2 minutes. It went on for a solid 2 minutes. And it's kind of spooked me. It kind of spooked me a little, because I've never had a lag spike of that caliber with that kind of an effect. You get that a lot? What machine do you play on Dinos, do you play on a PlayStation? Or are you on on something else? Are you on Xbox or computer or PlayStation? What do you use? PC. Do you only get that? Do you get that on Bedrock? Is that Bedrock? Because that's starting to make me think that Bedrock Edition as a whole is just getting neglected on the bug side of things. Bedrock Survival. Okay, well, that's a relief that it's not just me that gets stuff like that happen. Not really servers? Okay, so mostly happens on survival worlds. You have it sometimes too, Ryan? Huh. And see, this is the thing that normally ends up happening. The game will just freeze for a few seconds like that, and I'll have to start moving again. I don't understand what's going on. It's a bug. It's bugs of some kind. And it's annoying. It is annoying to me. But I don't see... I never see it on computer, though. I don't know if it's a matter of different hardware or what. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this session, though, guys. We've got our Allays set up at different places to be of help to us. We've got the little scute collector. We've got the little dudes ready to get us our raw beef and leather from that. We've got our little egg collectors ready to hand us the eggs. We've got our sugarcane helpers. And of course, we've got a couple of guys over at the house, and we got a couple of guys over in the desert at Sandstorm Station. We've done a little bit of farm upkeep. We've tested to see if how Allays can be transferred from one part of the world to another. But, yeah. Thank you, Dinos. Yeah, it just feels like it's a smarter way to go than wasting our iron on a hopper cart. When, if we can get an Allay, that's a free means of getting stuff picked up and just handed to us. Granted, we do have to be able to pick up the items, but it can even be used in those passive farms that are done with observers and pistons. If you need to save iron on minecart hoppers, or hopper carts as I call them, or on having multiple hoppers, just set up a note block under a hopper for an Allay locked into the farm. I'll show you what I'm talking about another time. But it's an idea that I've had for a while. Just use an Allay instead of a hopper, or instead of a hopper cart, to pick up the items from a passive farm. As long as the Allay's got room to move and doesn't get, like, squished or anything, it should work. I might try to draft up a design for such a thing and show it to you guys another time. But for right now, that's going to do it for this session, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment. Subscribing if you haven't already done so. Make sure to check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly, as well as other ways to help support the channel. Share the channel with your friends who think they might enjoy the content. And, of course, make sure to smack that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. Also, guys, in regards to notifications, I have just learned that if you turn on notifications for a channel, you want to make sure that you also turn on notifications for your YouTube app, if you use a YouTube app, okay? Remember that, please. And don't forget to ring the bell. Darn thing keeps sliding around. Anyway, with that all being said, thank you again for watching. I am JGardo1, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I will see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Come on, where is it? Where is... Oh, loading, loading. There it is. Bye!